Sunday, are you the presenter?
I'm the presenter. Thank you.
Sorry?
I am the presenter. I'm the group leader.
Please kindly tell the others to come. I've been online for more than 20 minutes and waiting for you people.
Some of them are having challenges trying to get into the system. So I asked him to install Google. But as we continue, I believe they will join us during the course of the presentation. Hello.
If at Sunday,
Yes, I can hear.
can you hear me?
I hear you loud and clear.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, if you say let's continue and they do not join, you'll be held responsible because their taxes will not be marked.
So what do you suggest we do?
And start up.
Hello, ma'am. As it stands now, we are supposed to be 9 in the group. Only 4 of us are right now. One is ready to get it. The other one, so the other 5 people, I have not even reached them on phone, not to talk about coming online. Hello?
Yes, please.
So, what do you suggest we do? We are 9 in our circle. Not be coming online. I even switched off because I have tried calling them this morning. I sent a text yesterday evening. The text messages have not been delivered. Then the 4 that are online, I am very sure 2 will join us as we progress. But 1, I am not so sure because his system needs Google Chrome. 30 to 40 minutes for him to install that Google Chrome from what I can see.
Okay, please start
So
your presentation.
Thank you very much. God bless you. Good afternoon. My name is Panama Sunday. I am the leader of Secretary School Batch 2017-0317 Group 15. My group members are Atoyi, Odosi, Adiola David, Undube, Oboma Dalete, Obasi Ezekiel, Esonwule Sisters, and Akinde Michael. Our task is to country as leaders of MMM group global community in that country, and that country is Thailand. We have been given internet, a team of 9 guiders and 8 interpreters. The knowledge we have received from the school, $1,000, which is equivalent to 1.7 million Thai baht. So within an hour, we are expected to develop a plan of action for a week. Despite the number of registration and deposit, we are expected to achieve within that. The $50,000 will only be given to us once, and every other thing we need to do later, source from free source. Okay, so I have to just give you an overview of the country of our assignment. Thailand is a Southeast Asia country with its capital in Bangkok. It's known for steamy beaches affluent royal palace, and decorative temples displaying figures of Buddha with a total area of approximately 513,000 square kilometers. Thailand is the world's 51st largest country, and it is the 20th most populous country in the world, with around 66 million people. Official currency is the Thai baht, which is equivalent to, in which $1 is equivalent to 3 Thai baht. The official language of Thailand is the Thai. The official religion of Thailand is the Theravada Buddhism. The largest East Asian and fourth richest in the world according to the GDP, which is gross domestic product of Thailand, is Bangkok. When you visit Thailand, there are some notable places you wouldn't want to miss, and one of such places is the Parliament House, the meeting place of the two chambers of the National Assembly of Thailand, the Anakte Salakon Throne Hall, the meeting place of the National Assembly. Now only the state opening is held here. That is 49 feet Buddha image in Sukhothai, Phra Ashana, built in the 13th century. Sky Bangkok. So you can see more on Thailand from Google. Now, our objective for this task is to create an awareness of presence of MMM in Thailand, to meet with the locals and present the ideology of MMM to them. The benefit, the risks involved in MMM, and to register new participants into the community. Now, the resources we have at hand are the $50,000, which is equivalent to 1.7 million Thai baht. We have internet, we have a team of 8 in Nigeria, then the knowledge we acquire from the school. What will be our strategy? Now I'm going to state them out one by one. We're going to have a massive campaign of MMM in Thailand. And how do we do this? We do this by creating awareness using the media, the radio and television, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and other means to reach out to the masses of Thailand. One shot with Thailand citizens using their locals as interpreters and middlemen, organizing seminars, using flyers, posters, banners to reach out to the people. Use souvenirs to draw them close to us in order for them to learn what we sensitize in their university campuses, polytechnics, and other higher institutions in Thailand. We'll give out MMM t-shirts and caps, carry out charity programs in the major cities, and use bulk SMS to reach out to those that are using mobile phone in Thailand. What will be our plan of action? In day one, we will look to recruit indigenes to each of the 4 cities that we have mapped out to go. Now, they must understand English. That would be one of the criteria for the recruitment. They must understand English language, and they must also have deep understanding of the Thai language and know how to communicate. They know the laws and know the city and know how to, the people who influences the masses of Thailand. That will be the first thing we do on day one. Then in day two, we'll go to the government or any agency to get approval to organize seminars and make use of the media outlets. We'll start one-on-one chat with Thai indigenes and start creating awareness about MMM. In day 3, we'll fix seminars and select seminar venues that can attract up to 500 people at a time in each of the 4 cities we have selected. We'll distribute flyers, place adverts in radio, in different centers to ensure that the people of Thailand get to know more about MMM. And then we'll start registering new members. In day 4, of seminars across the 4 cities in 8 different places. We distribute if I hello.
And Sunday, what happened?
I don't know, it's the network. So I'll be trying to reach back to you to see if I can continue from where I stopped.
Okay, please.
So can I continue now?
Yes, please.
So I was at the target cities we have targeted to ensure that we get across to all this area of Thailand are Bangkok, which is at the center of Thailand. There will be a population of people in. Then we'll be looking at another city, which is also very, which is which has a population of about 300,000 people. Then Noto Ratchasima, which has a population of close to 200,000 people at the southern Thailand. Chiang Mai, which is at the northern Thailand, which has a population of 400 people. Now, with these cities, I believe we'll be able to get across the vast area of Thailand. Now, what are the target registration and deposit we'll be looking at during this expenditure? A target number of registered participants of 600. We want to see if we can register up to 600 people in first week, and we have planned 8 offline seminars in each of the 4 cities. We also have a target number of attenders per seminar to be 300 plus people. Since we have a venue that can take up to 500 people, so we expect at least 300 or more. Now, we have an average contribution per person, which is our target of $300. And also, we're expecting a contribution after 3 days the participant to be $180,000. A bonus to be paid for the new registered participant because we want to motivate them more. So we're expecting a bonus of 12,000 to the new participant. One thing is our budget. How do we intend to spend these $50,000 given to us? We'll be taking flights from here to Thailand for the 8 of us at 8,000. Then our accommodation is to cost $4,000, bulk SMS $1,000, seminar venue souvenirs $1,000. The 8 employed staff, that is the interpreters, because we're going to get interpreters for each of the guiders so that we'll be able to reach out to more places than. So we have to employ 8, which will be paid $50 per day. That is $2,000 for the 8 of them for that 1 week. Then local transportation, we have budgeted $1,000. The t-shirt and caps, we have budgeted $2,000. At the seminar venue, we have budgeted $4,000. The advertisement, we have budgeted $4,000. And charity programs, we have also budgeted $4,000. So in all, for the first week, we're expected to spend a total of $33,000 and leaving with us $70,000 in our pocket after the tax. So with this, I am very sure that MMM global community would have been well established in Thailand. Now, for our tax too, we'll be asked that a week has passed. You are forming of a participant of the structure is around $300. Under the regulations of MMM Global, you must provide at least growth in participant payment, starting with the first contribution. Your task is to calculate how many new members or contribution you have to ensure in the next 3 weeks in order to be able to make the required payment to the other participants. It is necessary to write down your plan of action for the next 3 weeks under the above condition. Now, from what we have here, our tax is going to last for 3 weeks. A total of 600 registered for that first week of introducing MMM into the system. And if we had used 3 days to register 600 people, that means on average, we'll be registering 200 people per day. So if we're registering a day on an average contribution of $300, 600 participants realize $180. Now, for the first week of registration, we'll pay out a bonus of per a registered person. For the 600 people, that would be $12,000. Now, the 20% growth contribution, 100 people, will amount to $54,000. So the 30 growth on the registration bonus of will also be around $3,600. So therefore, the amount expected to be collected by the participant of the first week is $49,600. And from that $249,600, we already have $180,000 collected from those participants of the first. So the money we just need to add to what we need to pay them for their first contribution is $1,000 from their 30% growth, $12,000 for the bonus to be paid to them, $3,600 for the growth of the bonus, all put together will give us about $69,600. So all we just need is an extra $69,600 to pay the first set of participants, in addition to the $180,000 they have contributed. So to realize $69,600, all we just need is to get 232 participants to give us that amount. So on an average, if all things being equal, we're already registering per day. So that means even within 2 days, we would have been able to cover that money. Randomly, we select 1,000 participants. So we have 600 people plus 1,000 people for the first week, plus another 1,000 people for the second week, plus another 1,000 people for the third week. That will give us 3,600 participants at the end of the first 4 weeks, which means from new registration, we should have realized $1,080,000. So our surplus then will now be $1,080,000 minus $69,600. So we have an excess of $1,400 on grant after paying the first week. So we still have enough to pay the people for second week. So definitely after paying the first set of participants, then we have 10,400 million to keep the system going. So to avoid lavish sending, referrals or guidance bonus won't be introduced for now, but later. So to enhance massive registration in the second month, we shall visit stations for transmission and broadcast, which will cost 1,000 from our budget. Remember, we still have 70,000 budget. So removing 1,500, we have 15,500. The resources we need to train more people among the participants to become guiders, so they help spread the ideology of MMM and its benefit, organize additional offline presentation in places we have not reached before, use media advert, and rate of new participation in the first week. 3, the question will be asked is, a month has passed. The same plan for another month on the basis of result of previous calculations, taking into account the dynamics of growth, number of new participants, and contribution for the next 4 weeks. Now, based on our calculation from the tax 2, which is a total number of participants after the first month of 3,600 new participants, and a total amount of revenue $80,000, using the same growth rate of 20%, because if we have done it for 1 month and people have realized their money, we expect that more people should come into the system. So we are just predicting a 20% growth rate, which will now give us an average of 240 pesos per day at 5 days, with a constant contribution of $300 per participant. So we can now calculate the number of participants and contribution for the next 4 weeks. Thus, for 4 weeks, number of days will be 5 times 4, which gives you 20 days for the 4 weeks. Now, at the rate of 200 per day, that will now be 4,800 new participants. So amount of contribution for the next 4 weeks will be $140,000 on tax form. You have number of participants and deposits that you have calculated. Now you can calculate what you need to organize within the next month. A week after the start of the month, there is a local holiday in Thailand, which is celebrated during a week, especially in this period. The activity of registration falls by 75%. Make a plan of action for a month. What resources and how you should use them. The right amount of contribution and participation for the development of the system. Now, this is what we have set out to do, because 75% drop in our registration of new members is surely a setback. So what do we intend to do? First of all, I have to tell you the number of people we have lost in this. The number of registration of participants per week is 1,200. % decrease, 1,200 minus 900 people. So therefore, we have only registered 300 new participants for that week of the festivity. So to compensate for the 900 registration lost in that first week, we need to register 1,500 new members in the remaining 3 weeks each. So that means in first week, we have 300. In second week, we have 1,005. Third week, we have 1,500. Fourth week, we have 1,500. So that will give us the 4,800 people, which we initially budgeted for the registration per month. So to acquire this 10% referral bonus will be introduced into the system so that all participants will see referring as a tax and benefit. 30% increase will be applied to the $20 registration bonus as well. Assuming we were able to restore the number of registration back to normal. Now calculate the accrued in the second month. So we have hello. The total deposit made is $1,440,000. Bonus will be 96. Now, on tax 5, your plan didn't work out. You don't have enough new registration and new deposit to cover the cost of the current deposit. To analyze the plan of in this situation, what are the sources? How many contributions etc. needed to get the solution situation resolved? Due to the lack of funds, there are delays in payment. The old participants, seeing that neither make their own non-attract new. So what do we intend to do to remedy this situation? And there is no more payment into the system. It means we still need 2,240 new participants to balance the system. So the initial plan that failed to identify the loopholes. Now we intensify sensitization by hosting charity events while we work on broadening our reach awareness to other parts of Thailand which we have not reached. So we have to make inquiry from MMM founding fathers in other countries such as South Africa, Nigeria, where it has. So we have to make inquiry and seek advice on how we can make the one of Thailand. We have to train new people that will use local dialect to communicate with MMM ideology. We will target areas where MMM is not popular and use Thailand local to penetrate them. We will set up a meeting with the old participants and guidance to educate them more on why we have to keep the system alive. And we also use seminar venue where charge not involved, such as church venues and other free venues where we can host free seminars. So we will introduce promo tags in the system to enable their own locals also promote the system. In addition, we would embark on another aggressive mobilization in different regions to make up for the loss of new participants in the past month, and which will result in our meeting the desired target. Massive publicity and orientation is being carried out to the newly registered participants by using any available means such as TV advert, text message via bulk SMS, fax, emails, and so on to get across to them so as to increase their pH with higher growth rate. So what we need to spend within this period will be about $6,000 from our budgeted money. So removing $6,000 from our $11,500, having $5,500 left in our pocket. 6. Now, during this month, delay in payment increased to 7 days. Referral activity almost reduced to 0. The old members do not attract anyone and do not make contribution to. In virtue of this situation, a pause mode is implemented in which all the old members are frozen and will be available for withdrawal when the situation is. New deposit grow as per old conditions and available as usual. Make your plan of action for another month, members, and so on. Now, this is what we intend to do if the old plan fails and the system goes into the pause mode. This is our plan or our line of action. We inform the guidance to explain to their downline what pause mode means and motivate them to behave the more. Because if they do not know what the pause mode means, it looks like the situation in South Africa where MMA had to shut down for a while, or the one in Zimbabwe, or even the situation we experienced in Nigeria in January. So they will have to understand what the pause mode means in order for them not to go into panic, no matter what the media try to say about the existence of MMM in Thailand. Now we explain the reason and the meaning of pause in the system and assure them that their money isn't lost or stopped growing. Furthermore, a seminar for mainly existing participants and explain to them what pause mode is about, the reason why there is, and how to balance the system. So we'll place withdrawal limit on guidance to avoid more draining of the system. We advise participants not to create double account. They also let them know that the participants are the strength of the community. Their actions and inaction is the oil that lubricate the community as well. We will educate the people about the dangers of creating a double account, making them understand that participants are the strength of the community, and more active account is in the system, the more balanced the system is. Awareness through social media, a massive rally going around through the streets of Thailand campaigning for MMM. We will encourage everyone to PH into the system during this first month. We will continue consulting members and guidance of other countries and have seminars, issues, and are now stronger and tap from their wealth of experience on how they dealt with their own. Guidance and courageous participants go about enlightening their downline. Strict measures should be put in place to stop participants from neglecting their PH orders or place or dishonoring the system. Tax 7 been insufficient to reverse the situation. That means we have failed to reverse the situation. Please, all the old members are removed. That means people have lost their money from the beginning. Serious negative impact of the members and unfavorable responses. 1 or 2 negative articles in the mass media, and you have to make a fresh start in such conditions. A plan of actions under specified conditions for a month. MMM had to restart in Thailand. This is what we have planned to do private. 1, but a restart will be circulated through participant PO to prevent panic. In fact, they will be the first to know before the. We explain the reason for restart and the need for it to members. Though they may, but we will explain. Because MMM stands for honesty. So we also intensify social media adverts of MMM and defend MMM on social media form of negative attack. We organize a media show television network in Thailand to educate the people about MMM, dissuade negative comments, and we will encourage participants to provide help and get help regularly or at least in 30 days. We expand MMM to other parts of the country where it has not covered before. We will teach them the ideology, mechanisms, and rules of MMM. We will change guidance. We will charge guidance and managers to embark on massive awareness creation about MMM to counter the negative information. We will reintroduce evidence, inform them on MMM ideology and how it works, and also encourage new participants to provide help more. The initiator must face the situation and take to the members and let them understand why the restart of the system is critical. Members query, even if it is negative, and explain the current situation of MMM. We will show our proof of providing help as guider, as well as being a good leader. Be resilient, even if it seems like your plans and actions are not yielding. Do this work without fear, because the moment the members sense fear in us, they too will be afraid. And make MMM the best. For listening. God bless you.
Thank you very much, Palama.
You're welcome.
So let's wait for our mentor to comment on our presentation.
Okay. I think
thanks for your presentation. So I think you have to send me a copy, because a lot of your presentation, the line was breaking from your end. I could barely.
It's okay. I will send the copy to you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Kenneth.